Welcome to Align Trading, going over the market today and the trades that we took. First thing in the morning, I posted for the pre-market brief for members was we were looking for if we could stay above 513.17 to fill the cup, and I was targeting this 515.71 area right here if we did stay above that 513.17 right here, and that is exactly where the wick was. We were able to hold above it. The way I got that level was from this level right here, as you can see, and we held above that and got the move up. If we were going to go down, we were prepared to look for this head and shoulder right here as well, so we could catch it breaking out of this pink algorithm if we were going to start breaking down. Instead of breaking down, however, we are still moving up within this purple algorithm right here and using the yellow and blue to control the selling as we move up. So we see it right here. We hold this 513.17. We see these two algorithms, and then once again, this yellow and the blue algorithm for another move up. Before looking at what we are watching tomorrow on the 30-minute chart, I'm going to go over the trades on the 1 minute today and the entries that we took. At 9:30, I posted in the Discord to look for this possible inverse cup and handle here that was forming to break below 513.17, as well as this shoulder to look out for the entry, and that is why I took that first one right here. You can see the head and shoulder right there to break down. However, we did not break below this level and get this retest at that low, and we went the other way, which stopped the rest of my contracts out after I protected. We were not breaking down, and what we start to see is this yellow algorithm right here that is controlling the selling. And at 11:30, I post to look for this inverse head and shoulder right here off of this possible 514.20 level that we have been defending all morning right here. I took my entries off of this inverse head and shoulder, this smaller one right here, for this larger one right there that we can see, and I took some of my position off right up here at the top after protecting right here, and I saw we were doing this with this controlled selling algorithm, and we had formed that cup. I added to the position, and we did not move up from here yet. We had to go back down one more time. I had my stops adjusted because I liked this controlled selling algorithm with the yellow here, and as long as we were not going to break out of that, I was fine to hold those with a little bit of risk because I had good entries down here, and that is where we get this move higher. Right here, we get this move, and I take some of my position here and then some more of my position right here. This is that same controlled selling algorithm we can see with the tapering, and boom, that is a great move. Now I left some runners for the end of the day right here, and they actually got stopped on this candle right here. I set them to break even. It's unfortunate to miss this move right here, but I had a great trade and I already got this great move right here. So I'm not going to risk all of my profits risking this 514.20 level when it does break down here and my position is now negative. After these last runners right here were stopped out, I was done for the day. I'm not interested in trading this right here, even though it is possible. It's just not what I wanted to do after catching these good moves right here. This algorithm continued to bring it up. We see this controlled selling algorithm is what brought us up, and this larger one right here, this yellow algorithm that we had before, gave us that move right here. You could have taken this inverse head and shoulder entry right here, and that would have been a great trade. The same controlled selling algorithm right here we see, and that is why we moved up. Days like this, you have to be careful because here in the early morning, if you get caught in this chop, you can take a bunch of losses before the actual move even happens, and you miss out on all of this because you took too many losses within here and you're done for the day, or now you're scared. Whatever it may be, you have to be patient and wait for those couple trades and take them when they appear. Now on the 30-minute, what we are looking for tomorrow is this red pink algorithm right here. Do we stop at the top of it and start to reject it right here and no longer continue up in this purple buying algorithm, because we have these liquidity levels to go down if we would like. So we could go up here, reject, come back down, and start going back down like that. or we continue completing this cup that we have been up at this level right here, this 518 to 520, and then from there we can even go back up to these highs right here and then form some sort of handle possibly before we move higher. Also paying attention to this green algorithm right here, if we begin to taper, and this white, we can see all of these up here at the top coming together, coinciding with each other. So pay attention if we do start to reject this and form something like that to go down, or we continue using this yellow and blue algorithm that we have been using to move higher like this, and so on. So I would just be paying attention to this. Watch even this orange algorithm that has been able to control the selling with the yellow. We can see this orange here, then we see the yellow, and we have eventually the blue. So there's 3 steps to it, and once again, orange, yellow, and the blue to move us higher. And if we eventually want to start maybe forming this back down, that is possible as well. Watch these 2 moving averages. The 5-day is now crossing above the 20-day. We are above these moving averages. So unless we start to get back down below and form resistance at them, watch for the move higher, and that is how I will be playing it. Now on the daily chart, as I was explaining in the last video, we were at the middle of this range right here between the 2 Bollingers, and we were going to either test this top or the bottom now. So watch if we get this top Bollinger test here and these continue moving up, trending up like this, and we can retest this top Bollinger, then retest the 5-day and continue moving higher, or we test the top Bollinger and we start to move back down and we get back below the moving averages. This will be your gauge if we can test this tomorrow or if we start coming back down to the moving averages before we do that once again. There is also this sort of cup being formed here on the daily, as well as all of this liquidity within this range right here. So if we want to grab this and continue moving higher, we have a lot of liquidity to do that as we continue this cup, and we can fill it at that 523 level right here before maybe we form a handle or a shoulder back down at this 520 or this 518 area, and then break out, go into the 530s. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see members tomorrow morning.